Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Fred and Daisy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Daisy's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and the motivations that we're giving her when we're working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred's using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give the correction. And the only correction that we give here at school is a little tug and let go on her training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using, and you will be taught how to use that correctly during your follow-up training session. Now, as you can see, Daisy is sitting very nicely at Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. The command is Daisy heel, and at this point her job is to match pace with her trainer, not forging ahead or lagging behind, and each time that Fred stops his feet, she's been taught to sit and wait for her next command. And I have to tell you that I'm very proud of Fred and Daisy, because Dachshunds, and I've owned them, are not known for being great obedience dogs. They were bred to hunt badger, and she's a little bit older girl, and she's doing really well. Now, the next exercise that they're going to demonstrate for us is the stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command. It's a one-word command. If she doesn't do it, Fred tells her no, puts her back in the stay. Of course, the neighbors decided to let their dog out right now so that they're barking at us. The long sit stay in basic obedience training is for 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes. When Fred returns back to her, he will walk all the way around her, returning all the way back around as an additional distraction to heel position, and then he praises her and they take off heeling again. And we'll run through the heel and the sit and the stay again for you. This makes walking your dogs a pleasure. They're always under control, paying attention. Nice automatic sit. Fred leaves her in a stay. And this time, instead of returning back to her, he's going to call her in. The command is Daisy come. He had to enforce that sit a little bit, and that's okay. And then he had to return all the way back around to heel position and back sitting. And we have to mention that this girl's 8 years old. So this is really good obedience for her. She comes right in, sits right in front of Fred, and then returns all the way back around to heel position. Very good. And back sitting, and he gives her a little pat for praise, and he's going to heel her out of that, and we're going to set up for our down commands. And there are 2 of them. There's down from a heel position, and always have your dog seated before you attempt to put them into a down. Fred takes the open flat of his palm straight down toward the ground and the one-word command to down. He leaves her in a stay, and the long down stay when you're practicing at home is for 3 minutes, working up to 5 minutes. And these are exercises that you can practice right in your home. When Fred returns back to her, he will walk all the way around her just as he did on the sit stay for an additional distraction. And she waits for him to get back to heel position, and he praises her, and then she knows it's time to do something else. She's so cute. He's going to demonstrate that down from a heel position one more time. Perfect. And this time, instead of returning back to her, he will call her in. Nice sit in front of her trainer, and then all the way back around to heel position. Very good. And she looks up at him for her direction, and we're going to do the down from a distance. Fred leaves her in a sit stay. He walks out to the end of his training leash. This is the only time that you'll see him use his right hand to give the command. And she downs from 6 feet away. Now we've demonstrated for you her heel, automatic sit, stay, down from a distance, and come. These are the exercises that you're going to practice with these guys when they go home, because having control of your dog means that they're obedient and they listen to commands. We've had a good time with her, and we're going to go back and get Toby.